Hi students, welcome to another video of Smartly Learn. In this video, let's find the solution to the 18th question in exercise 4.2. There are two subdivisions here. Let's start with the first one. They have given two determinants to be equal to be proved to this particular value x minus y into y minus z into z minus x. I'm starting with the left determinant. So in the first case, I'm going to make the transformation R2 is equal to R2 minus R1 because this 1 minus 1 it will go vanish. Similarly, I'm going to say R3 is equal to R3 minus R1. Okay, so the first row we will keep it as such. The rest of the rows we will do subtraction. So 1 minus 1 is 0, y minus x in this case, zx minus yz, and in the last one 0, z minus x and xy minus yz. Now that two entries in this particular column as 0, I'm going to expand along this column. So this means it is y minus x into xy minus yz minus of z minus x into zx minus yz. First I'm going to take common things outside. So here it is y minus x. Here I'm taking a y outside. So you get to have a x minus z. Here I'm going to take a z outside. So this is z minus x and this will become a x minus y. Now between these two terms y minus x and x minus y, I can take the x minus y outside because this is what we also will need in the long run. So I'm taking the x minus y outside. Similarly, I need a z minus x. So I'm going to take the z minus x. So this will be z minus x that's taken out. Now when you take y minus x, it is going to be x minus y that is taken out. So there is a minus sign that will come in here. Similarly, when I take z minus x, there will be a minus sign coming here. Since minus into minus is plus, I can still write this as y itself. Now similarly, here I took both the terms outside. So this will end up getting y minus z. So the left side determinant, we are able to prove that it is equal to x minus y into y minus z into z minus x. Now let's take up the second determinant and prove that value is also the same thing so that you can justify this equation. Let's take up this particular determinant. So in this case, we are going to make a subtraction like in the last case because I'm trying to remove the zeros here. So here also R3 is going to be equal to R3 minus R1. Similarly, R2 is going to be equal to R2 minus R1 so that I will be able to make these ones into zeros. So this is 1x squared. The first row is kept as such. The second row 1 minus 1 is 0, y minus x in this case, and this is y square minus x squared. Now for here 1 minus 1 is 0, z minus x, and this time it's z square minus x squared. Now we are going to expand along this column so that you only have this value. So it is y minus x into z square minus x squared minus of z minus x into y square minus x squared. Now let's do a simple expansion. This is of the form a square minus b square. I can write this as a plus b into a minus b. So this is y minus x. Here I am writing as z plus x into z minus x minus of z minus x into y plus x into y minus x. Now I'm going to take the z minus x outside because that is one of the terms that's required. So z minus x is taken. In both the cases it was there. I'm just putting a cross mark just to indicate that I took it outside. Now what is given to you is y minus x in both cases. So I'm also taking the y minus x outside. So this term will also go away. So I'm taking off this. Now what is left over? We are writing it, which is going to be z plus x minus y minus x. So this x and x will get cancelled. So what you will get is z minus x into y minus x into z minus y. Now the y minus x has to be replaced as x minus y. So I'm going to take a minus sign outside. So this will become minus of z minus x into x minus y into z minus y. I'm bringing this minus sign here so that it will look like this. So this time it is z minus x into x minus y into y minus z. So they both are the same, although the orders in which the factors are written is different. So we are able to prove in both the determinants values is equal to x minus y into y minus z into z minus x. Now let's take up the second subdivision. In subdivision, we are supposed to prove the value of this particular determinant is equal to this expression. Now you look at this particular column. Every entry in this column has multiples of x. So I will be taking x outside from this column. Similarly, y outside from this particular column and z outside from this column. So this becomes xyz into 1x squared. 1 degree you're reducing everywhere. So this is 1y squared, and similarly 1z and z squared. Now you see a particular row has 1 all the way. So I'm going to do a column transformation this time. C2 is equal to C2 minus C1. Simultaneously I'm saying C3 is equal to C3 minus C1. So now I can take this out as XYZ. The first column will remain as such, 1x squared. The second column, 1 minus 1 is 0. This is y minus x and y square minus x squared. The last column, 1 minus 1 is 0. Z minus x and z squared minus x squared. Now if you expand along this row, all you need to do is a cross multiplications of these terms. So let's do that. So xyz into, this will become y minus x into z square minus x squared minus z minus x into y square minus x squared. Now you have your x minus y outside. So let's take a y minus x. This I'm going to expand. Z square minus x square, like in the previous sum, I'm going to say xyz. This I'm writing y minus x as such. Z square minus x square I'm breaking as z plus x into z minus x. Similarly, there is a z minus x here, and here it will be y plus x into y minus x. The a square minus b squares are modified accordingly. Now let's think about taking our common terms outside so that we will see we are getting that particular answer. XYZ, now I'm able to take, see there is a z minus x outside I can take. So z minus x is done. So this is y minus x into z plus x minus of y plus x into y minus x. So in the next term, I'm going to take this y minus x also outside. So this is xyz, z minus x into y minus x. And now for this will become z plus x minus, this will be y minus x, because the minus sign will be common for both the terms. Now let's simplify and see if we are getting the desired result. So now let's write it. So this is xyz, z minus x, and you have a y minus x. This on simplification, x and x will go, so you will get a z minus y. Now the z minus y is written here as y minus z, so I will be taking a negative sign outside, and here it becomes x minus y. I can put the negative term inside. So this can be rewritten as xyz, z minus x into x minus y into y minus z, and that is what we were supposed to prove, so hence proved. In the next video, we will find the solution for the 19th question in this exercise. See you in the next video. Bye.